Alright everybody, welcome back to another turn of Operation Red Scarlet. This is going to be turn 15 for the British Commonwealth and Free French on behalf of my partner Nexel on the Allies Alliance. I'm aware of no housekeeping, so let's just jump straight into it with the tech rolls. We'll be rolling for improved factories and HSB. Factories hitting on a 7 or higher, HSB on a 9 or higher. We got a hit on improved factories, miss on HSB. And then we can do our diplomacy roll. We've already got Iraq at stage 2. We're going to be rolling for Argentina, hitting on a 2 or less. That's a miss. For purchases, we have 34, 12, and 7 to spend. And we're going to be spending 34, 12, and 6. GB is spinning on an attack transport, a submarine, an airborne, a militia, and a militia upgrade. Lend-leasing a medium tank to the KMT, and saving 10 IPP to spend on a declaration of war against a neutral. KMT is going to be spending on lend-leasing a naval transport to the US, a Gurkha, and a militia upgrade, and the Anzac are building a attack transport. And then also during the production phase, the battleship in Malta is going to begin repair. And that should be everything. We can move on to the combat movement phase then. We do have a few combats. From southern England, one seaplane is mapping into A12, 1, 2, 3, and conducting convoy raiding in A12 on the convoy to Sweden. We've got 2 seaplanes in Gibraltar mapping the Italian convoy in M2. We've got from Transjordan, 1 colonial infantry is declaring war on Iraq. That's the 10 IPP that we saved earlier, and going to be attacking southern Iraq. The 17th Air in Lower Egypt is then able to fly 1, 2, 3, 4 into Azerbaijan. They'll be joined by 5 Iranian infantry and 1 airborne from Italian Somaliland flying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So all of those aircraft have 2 movement range left to land. The medium bomber actually has 3, but it's only going to use 2. Okay. We also have 1 combat over here. Coastal submarine in P61 is moving up into P59. 2 submarines in P62 are coming over as well, and they're going to be attacking the blockading torpedo boat destroyers. They're going to be joined by 1 fighter from Queensland as well. 1, 2, 3. I do believe that covers all of our combat movement, so let's go ahead and start rolling these out. We'll start with the convoy rating up here. We've got a +1 on the GB map aircraft and +0 on the defending German convoy, for a net of +1 on the GB die, resulting in 2 damage total on that convoy. Alright, we've also got convoy rating in the Mediterranean against the Italians. The Italians do have LRA, so it's an even die roll on these. Got 1 damage there. That's enough to max out the line. Alright. Let's move on to southern Iraq. We've got 1 infantry attacking at 1 in the desert, and 1 militia defending at 2. Okay, no hits, and we're going to retreat back to Transjordan. And I do believe Iraq should align to Italy. Unless I'm mistaken. Then we will continue with more combats. We'll save the big one for last. We'll do this naval battle first. We've got a coastal submarine, 2 normal submarines, and a fighter versus 3 torpedo boat destroyers. The Japanese submarine is electing not to participate in this combat. Let's see. No hits in defense. 1 hit in attack. Alright, pressing on to round 2. No hits anywhere. Round 3. No hits anywhere. Round 4. 2 hits and 1 in defense. So we'll lose the coastal submarine. And then this fighter will land in Java. And then last we have the big fight here in Iran. We do have first strikes to roll. We've got a first strike artillery at 3 and a first strike advanced artillery at 4 for defense. That's 1 hit in first strike. That's going to be an Iranian infantry dead. Next we will roll for the air superiority. We do have 3 fighters rolling in attack and 1 AAA rolling in defense at a 3. There's a AAA, and there's the fighters. Oh no, 2 hits. 2 hits, okay. So we're going to lose the airborne and a fighter. I think the airborne doesn't get to roll because it's dying as part of the air superiority round. And the fighter has already rolled, so we will go ahead and take those losses. And then the defenders take 2 tactical bombers as casualties from air superiority, but they have not rolled yet. So we've got the rest of the defensive round. We've got 2 airborne at 2, 2 infantry at 4. That's 1 infantry and 1 mechanized infantry. Medium tank at 5, and then the 2 tactical bombers with target select at 5. There's a target select and a hit, and all other misses. So we've got the airborne's already dead. So there's nothing to target select, just 2 infantry are dead. They have not already rolled. I did this backwards then. The attackers should go first before, oh boy, that's 2 hits there. And that's nothing. So, we've got 2 infantry dead from the tactical bombers, and then the 2 tactical bombers are dead from the air superiority. We did get 2 hits on the ground units. And that's going to go on the airborne first. So these are all at 4. This is at 3. It's an artillery. And then that's the medium bomber, or medium tank at 5. Okay, this is how it looks going into round 2. Oh, the AA should go first instead of an airborne. So there'll still be an airborne left at 2. That's what it looks like at round 2. Glad I checked. The airborne's not here yet, but he's still there. Okay, go ahead and rolling for round 2. Oh boy. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna press still. We've got airborne. We should roll attack first. We've got 2 infantry rolling at 1. Nothing there. 2 fighters and a medium bomber. Cool, 3 hits there. We've got a defending airborne, defending artillery. That's a miss. That's a miss. Defending advanced artillery. 2 defending infantry. Rather, 1 infantry, 1 mech infantry. There's our first hit. And then the defending medium tank at 5. Nice. Okay. Then 3 hits. We've got the airborne, artillery, infantry, and that's going forward. Yeah, I'll press on that. Okay, attack. 1, 2, 3 more hits. That clears the board of defenders. And in defense, we've got 4, 4, and 5. 1 hit. Okay, you know what? I am really not mad at that at all. The whole board is cleared except for the surviving aircraft. Which means this is definitely going to die too. Okay. And then the 17th is going to land in Maharashtra. 1 fighter is dead. The air transport is already dead too. Okay. This should be an Italian infantry in Iraq now. Alright. With that, we can move on to the non-combat movement phase, I believe. We've got everything covered. We've got a medium tank in Maharashtra driving into Iran. Infantry from Benares railing to southern Iran. Infantry from Benares walking into Punjab. 6 Gurkhas, a colonial infantry, and an infantry marching into Burma from Bengal. We've got 6 infantry and an artillery moving from New South Wales into Queensland. We've got 1 motor infantry from Tanganyika going to Nubia, joined by a colonial infantry from Eritrea. a medium armor, and a British infantry from Abyssinia railing to Lower Egypt via this river connection, which doesn't show up so well on the digital map, but I am 100% certain is intended as a connection between Nubia and Abyssinia in accordance with public messages on the V4.3 general chat. We also have 3 infantry and a AAA moving from Western Egypt to Lower Egypt. We've got 1 infantry moving from Italian Somaliland into Abyssinia. Those are all French movements. We're done over here. We've got both of these seaplanes returning to Gibraltar. We've got a destroyer moving into M2 from Gibraltar. Naval transport from Gibraltar moving up to southern England. This seaplane is returning to southern England. We've got coastal defense ship and 2 submarines moving into A10 from A7, and a torpedo boat destroyer moving from A7 to A6. That should cover everything. So we can go ahead and place our buys. We're going to be building a attack naval transport in port in Sydney. Yeah, whatever, that's fine. We've got a medium tank being built by GB. Supply path to Gibraltar and then to Suez. It is technically possible for the Soviets to interdict, but I am reasonably certain they don't wish to do that, so I'm going to assume that they don't for now. And then into India, and then through the Burma Road into the 107th. The FEC are building a naval transport, also passing through the Mediterranean. Also, the Soviets can interdict, but it's even less likely that they want to do that. And the shipment is going to be received in New York, A25. We've got a Gurkha. We're going to do the Gurkha in Punjab still, and the militia upgrade in Maharashtra. For GB, we have a militia upgrade and a militia in southern Iran. Airborne in... Oh no, we lost our air transport. Okay, airborne in Italian Somaliland. Submarine in A6. Attack naval transport in port in northern England. In this port. Missed a non-combat. These 2 TBDs are moving over into M8. This is going to be repaired. Yeah. Okay. And then with that, we collect income. We have a base income of 30 for GB, plus 3 for Suez. FEC has an income of 10, plus 2. Anzac has 7, plus nothing. And with that, we can move over to the free French turn. They have no tech, no diplomacy, no purchases. Onto the straight to the non-combat movement phase. Got a battleship and a destroyer moving from A7 to A10. Got a Foreign Legion railing from Rhodesia to Suez. Got a naval transport in Sierra Leone coming out, picking up a Foreign Legion from Cameroon, and then returning to Sierra Leone, where the Foreign Legion will disembark to defend the territory. And the naval transport will return in port. Alright, we've got a movement here with the submarine is moving to P59 to join British Commonwealth submarines. You know what? I actually think I want to raid with it. Yeah, I'm gonna move into P50 and raid. So we'll have a Japanese sub, which has LRA. So it's a net of +1 for the French die. Alright, we'll roll it here. +1 damage. Okay. Alright. And then we will call it there, I believe. We've got 1 IPP to collect. Those were seaplanes. They went away. Bringing us to 3. And that is going to end the turn. We'll leave things there, pass things over to Adolf for the next Italian turn. Say best of luck on your next rolls.